Week 1 of the B-League season has just come and gone with Alvark winning both games, and they were actually really fun games to watch, with the established core doing what they do best and spreading the ball evenly and dominating inside the paint, and the new players coming in and making an impact like Sirour, who came in with a clutch 5 points at the end of game 1 to cement the win for us. There were definitely some things I think we could improve on. However, I'm happy we've actually started using those big men like big men instead of having them on the perimeter shooting threes. But I'm going to go through both games, go through the score, give us some good points, some not so good points, as well as giving you my MVP for each games. Game 1 certainly wasn't perfect by any means. I mean, I don't think I've seen that many bricks in a long time. But my prediction was for an 80 to 75 win, which was probably me being optimistic that it'll be a close game. But we ended up with a scrappy 75-57 win, which I'll take. Some good points from that game was the fact that we were able to make up for our poor first half shooting. We had some lockdown defense, which was amazing to see. It seemed like Koshigaya just couldn't get inside to get points, so they had to throw up a 3-point, which they were having the same problems as us in. So it mainly resulted in that clutch rebound. And also being able to lock up Kai Soto in both games is huge as well. My second good point was that the second half is where we really came to life as soon as Zach hit that 3, and I will get into the 3-point shooting later, don't worry, but it seemed after that everything was just falling into place with shots landing all the time. And when Sirour came on at the end of the game to get those 5 quick points to cement the win, I could tell this is how it looks when we're fully in the zone. My final good point for this game was our ability to draw those fouls, get to the line. I feel like we were able to get Koshigaya to make lots of mistakes in getting the ball from us, which led to lots of points at the free throw line. So some not so good things from that game is definitely the first half. I mean, it seemed like we couldn't make a shot to save our lives. There were lots of missed opportunities of us going 0 for 8 in the first half from 3-point range until Zach got that 3 points of the game with 3 minutes left of the first quarter. If Koshigaya wasn't shooting as poor as us, I feel like the game could have been over within the first half. And the other bad point, which I hate to be the guy who's just like, oh, it's the referees, but the referees this game were just awful, calling the most blatant non-fouls and the same like fouls that were not fouls and not fouls that were fouls. But I feel like the B-League needs to do something about this, because last season as well, the referees often made a lot of these like streaky calls. But my MVP for game 1, without a doubt, has to be Sebastian Size. 16 points, 14 rebounds for his first double-double of the season, and he was something special to watch this game. After we got over that first half slump and started to pick it up, it was like you could pass to him in the paint, and it's just certified bucket every time. And even on the chance he missed, he got straight on that board straight away and turned it into second chance points. Game 2 definitely seemed like an improvement. The issues from the first half of game 1 seemed to be mostly gone, with the 3-ball working a lot more. Osakabe was especially amazing at the start, as he was just draining 3 after 3 again, and the defense showed out by locking Koshigaya down once again. And I'm glad we finally switched our game plan from having the big shoot 3s to getting it inside and letting them work inside the paint. The major positive point from the game was making sure everyone was on the floor and they were just really sharing the ball so well. It felt like everyone was getting a piece of the ball, and I felt like it just confused Koshigaya into like where the next points were coming from. In terms of bad points from game 2, I don't think there were too many. I think we just need to keep this momentum and game plan for when we face tougher teams down the line like Utsunomiya and Chiba. But in terms of my MVP for game 2, it was close between Osakabe and Leo, but I have to give it to Leo, who just went off for 15, 2 and 3, and he was a major factor in getting this second win this weekend. Overall, it was great to see us win both games this weekend, open the season 2-0, but Koshigaya definitely has a good team behind them who I see growing around Kai Soto, and I'm looking forward to seeing how they do for the rest of the season. But for Alvark, however, we win both games this weekend, moved to 2-0, currently first in the Central Conference. Next weekend, we'll be playing the Yokohama B Corsairs, who are also 2-0, so I feel like it'll be a tougher challenge for us for sure. But I'll have a preview video out before the game like this weekend just gone. But if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, and I'll see you guys in the next video.